All right, Aquarians. Thank you so much for joining me again at K's Regretless Life. I'm sorry I've been MIA for a while. I had a real bad bout of asthma, but thank you for your lovely messages. Thank you for your beautiful patience. Next week, I'll be back in full typical strength, but as it stands, today is your first reading for the week, and it's already Friday, so thank you guys for being so kind, though. So this reading is going to be all about what is gathering around Aquarius right now, and I'm asking it this way because we just came through that Hunter's Moon on the 20th of October, that full moon, and you know, the ancients looked at the Hunter's Moon as a time when animals were fattening themselves up for the winter, and when you're gathering the resources you'll need for the winter. So I thought it would be kind of a fun way to start this reading. So you just got 3 cards and they all came out in the reverse. You've got the Palace of Swords in the reverse. You've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. You've got the King of Cups in the reverse. So my question, what is Aquarius gathering around them? Look, I actually feel like Aquarius is kind of stepping away from something, gathering like a sense of anything that feels too complicated, because this is our mind, okay? That Palace of Swords represents our mind. This would be fair, balanced judgment, you know, we're able to see everything and make logical decisions. This is like, I don't know what to say about this because I don't have all the facts. I feel as if because you don't have all the facts, you're saying, I can't passionately move towards something, nor do I want to go off in pursuit of some other new passion because I don't have all the information right now. Why? Because with the King of Cups in the reverse, you're either dealing with somebody who might be like, you're not sure about their emotional output. Maybe they haven't said everything to you yet, or maybe they are someone that you don't feel like you know them well enough yet. So it's almost like you are reserving judgment until you have more information about a situation. You're not cutting something off and saying, oh, never again. I never want to speak to this person again. Nor are you in this energy of saying, you know, like, well, I'm going to wait forever to figure this out. It's more like this really, I would say, like the very mature vision of something that says, well, I don't want to make any decision when myself or someone else is maybe emotionally kind of unclear, because this can represent somebody who is either withholding emotion, withholding information, not necessarily intentionally, but perhaps they get overwhelmed with emotion and don't know how to, you know, find the right words to articulate things. Or this could be you saying, I don't want to try to make a decision when I feel like my emotions are too involved. So I feel as if you're doing a very prudent thing here in saying, hey, I don't have all the information. I don't have all the pieces of this puzzle. So I can't make some staunch decision where I go, oh, this is over, this is done, I'll never speak to this person again. What if I got that wrong? What if what I'm thinking is not the full situation? I feel like that's such a lovely like consideration to give to another person, to say, well, I'm not really sure what's going on with them, so I'm not going to make a choice and act like I know what the right choice is for me. How could I decide whether or not this has more potential unless I know who this person is entirely? Right now, perhaps if they've shown me, or perhaps a situation, all I know about a situation right now is that I am not certain. So why don't I just say that? The truth is, I don't know yet. This could be all about you not knowing whether or not you're passionate about somebody yet because you haven't gotten to know them well enough, or perhaps somebody would like you to give them another chance or something, or to become passionate with them. You're saying, I'm not sure how I feel about you in that sense yet. I'm not sure if this would be satisfying for me. So what you're gathering around you is, it's interesting because you're gathering the awareness that you don't have all the facts yet. But that in and of itself is something that gives such a huge amount of peace and calm, because it's like, well, why would I try to make a decision? It would be like if you saw a map and you said, okay, I want to drive to whatever, Utah, and yet on this map is outdated. I don't know if this is still the best road to take. It's been 75 years since I looked at the newest updated map. How do I know if that is still the best route? Maybe there's a better route. Maybe that old road isn't even there anymore. I need to first get more information. I need to know, where does that road really lead? And is there a different route that could be taken? That maybe you need to research and say, do I really want to go to Utah? Is that where I want to be? What will be the most emotionally satisfying journey for me to take and destination for me to arrive at? By the way, my dog might bark. There's a big truck outside and my puppy is here with me. And Aries, my love. Aries, it's okay, love. It's okay. Sorry, you saw him rock the entire camera as well. Sorry about that also. We got an Emperor in the reverse. We have not taken control of a situation, or someone has not taken control of a situation. This could also be someone who is overpowering, making it impossible for someone to have the freedom to make the choices that they authentically would like to. This could almost be like, say, for example, you start in a career and you're working at a job and it's like, okay, I have a feeling I could really love this, but I am a little bit prohibited from, getting to the meat and potatoes of what I really want to do in my career because I'm a new hire and because maybe I have, someone in charge who's not really allowing me to step into the role that I really want to be in. So let me pause for a minute before I make a snap decision about whether or not I want to be here, whether or not I want to do something. Let me first consider, what is the blockage? Well, the Emperor in the reverse is somebody who they either do not master something, they don't take control, they're not terrific leaders, or they are holding on too tightly and won't allow anyone to really shine. This can also be somebody who wants to be respected, even though they're not acting in a respectable manner. So we have a conflict here, and it's as if you are being prudent enough to see, Four of Swords in the upright, Seven of Staves or Seven of Wands in the upright, Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Things are going to get better. You are pausing and not making a decision about something. Okay, let me put this in a new context. If you are saying, I am not certain why someone is holding back from me, whomever it is, you could be trying to decide, are they someone who they're holding back on purpose to be unkind, to be unpleasant, or are they holding back because they themselves have been wounded by someone else and they need to do some healing? There's an awareness that there's a major transformation that you're in the thick of right now. You or someone or a company that you work for, there is major transformation. 7 is a number of change. 7 of Wands is a number, a card that represents obstacles and how we deal with conflict, struggles, how we overcome struggles. As you can see, this is my favorite 7 of Staves or 7 of Wands, because we see somebody walking through almost like a prism of color. We see somebody who is, I say, overcoming obstacles. Now, because we do see the rainbow, and that is a sign for the LGBTQ community. Sometimes I also think, is this somebody who is like finding their voice in, a culture or a climate that, like maybe breaking into an avenue of work or profession, and also shining in, not just their skill set, but also like really showing and revealing who they are, and feeling really secure in themselves, even though it felt like there were, adversaries or obstacles to being able to, really express who they truly are. That could also represent a triumph in that context, because we see with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, this is like being our most authentic selves, overcoming obstacles, shining with the truth of who we really are, having that strength to possibly stand up against a formidable opponent, whether this is an oppressive boss, whether this is an industry that, has not really permitted, certain people to really excel or really like exhibit who they truly are. This could be somebody who's like defying the norm of, like, you know, say it's an industry that's been dominated with one like gender or another, and somebody is stepping into an industry or into a field and kind of breaking that ceiling and saying, hey, I am me and I am here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to be excellent at it because I got the skill set. I've got what it takes. And you're going to see me shine. Like, this card is all about shining, not necessarily against the struggles, but almost because of it, they shine that much more brightly. They feel more and more confident revealing who they truly are and stepping into their full, beautiful, authentic selves. This is changing the world around them. It's changing their own lives. It's turning the wheel of fortune in the correct direction. And it's because somebody is having that really, I'm going to say, self-assuredness to just be who they truly are. It's a really nice reading. Aquarians, this is a reading that could talk about somebody who is overcoming a lot of obstacles in order to choose to be with you. This could be somebody who has been maybe under the thumb of something that felt oppressive in their life. It doesn't have to be an individual. This could be somebody who needed to break away from an unhappy marriage and have the courage to do that and then heal from it and then choose to come forward and start a new life with you. This could be someone who has had to break away from, you know, old wounding. This can be an oppressive father figure. This could be just societal issues. But whatever this is, someone is having the courage to move onward from this, to heal, to overcome this. And the last storyline here could be it's all about you. Perhaps it is all about you asking yourself this really profound question of, what is it that I really want for my own self? You simply evaluating what would make me happiest. Maybe it's been a long time since you asked your own self that question. Whatever this is, I feel like it, in this storyline, even though I've given out a lot of different alternate stories here, the one theme that is consistent is there is a pause while somebody says, let me evaluate what will truly make me happy. What is true for me? Am I living someone else's dreams or goals, or am I doing someone else's bidding? Let me evaluate that. I want to ask myself what makes me happy. And that's where the story begins. And we see it through this entire, like, that is the crux of this storyline, is Aquarians, that the energy you're gathering around you is the awareness that you get to choose what makes you happy. Perhaps you doing that also influences others to have the courage to step into their authentic selves, to choose their happiness also. But the net result here is we are moving into this huge time of great success. It's, you know, it's a really hard thing to stop sometimes and ask ourselves, wait, am I happy? Is this what I truly want? Or is this what keeps things, you know, flowing smoothly? And I like when things flow smoothly. So I've been content to do something without asking myself, but am I happy in this? Am I happy that it's smooth, or am I happy because this fills me with joy? That's the big question. And what's interesting is there was some fine tuning that needed to be done for someone to really be allowed to say, you know what, something didn't make me happy. I'm healing and I'm going to show my authentic self. And it's like, that is where this huge fortune comes your way. It's because you had the courage to evaluate, does something make me happy? Should I wait a minute and give something enough time so that I can make that judgment call for myself? Wow, Ace of Cups. This is a sincere love offer coming to you. Aquarians, I feel like no matter what card comes out, I still can't identify if this is the story of what the Aquarius is doing, or if this is what someone else is doing, thanks to the fact that the Aquarian exhibited this like energy, this truthful self-check where you go, well, from time to time I ask myself, am I really happy? And that might have been something that you said to somebody and it made them think, am I really happy? Am I being authentic? It feels like it's your story interwoven with someone else's, and you have actually through your own authentic way of being. It shows self-love and self-respect. But on top of it, it's making somebody feel confident enough to choose their true happiness and come forward and offer this incredible offer of love. This is beautiful. I mean, certainly this could be a same-sex couple that I'm talking about. This could be any number of things. It doesn't have to be romance either. This could, like I said, it could be somebody who is having the courage to, you know, choose the career path that they really want, even if it's like, maybe that wasn't the career that everyone would have expected them to take, or maybe there was some stigma attached to, you know, why they should or shouldn't do this. And somebody said, I don't live by others' stigmas. I live by who am I and what do I want? It's a very powerful reading because it's about exhibiting oneself in the most true example of, okay, that's weird. These two cards, I wasn't shuffling, but they slid out of the deck anyway. So we're going to keep them. Interesting. Okay, in order, so let me show you this entire lineup now. In order for all of this, with this Wheel of Fortune, we have this turn of good fortune. So this is what happens after the Wheel of Fortune starts to turn. Somebody makes a sincere love offer. This is heartfelt. This is confident. And the interesting part is, in doing that, they effectively close a door on something else that was not satisfying at all. You see, we have the Judgment card in the reverse. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. That means they're not intending to go back. It's almost like somebody who had been on the precipice. If you dealt with someone who was like, I'm not sure, I may be trying to figure out what is the right choice for me to make. You know, I have kids or something like that. Should I try for the children's sake to still work something out somewhere else? You might have said, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not going to be the person who stands in the way of something that you feel a moral obligation to do. So you need to figure that out. You might have said something like that to somebody, and then when they kind of went soul searching, because you gave them no pressure, you simply stepped back and said, everyone has to choose what's right for them. It gave someone clarity. The clarity that says, no, I don't want to go back and rehash some other part of my life that didn't make me happy. That's over. I'm not trying to go back to something else. Somebody is making a confident choice, and it is because they actually are able to identify who they are, what they want. And it's interesting because the power in choosing, and maybe this was you, not sure of which avenue to go. Maybe you were trying to pick between, you know, do I stay in a situation, you know, for the sake of whatever it was? Do I stay in a career path or in a relationship because I feel obligated? Somebody decided it's not all about obligation. It's about, if I have to alter myself so much in order to honor an obligation, but it makes me miserable and I have to suppress who I truly am, is that going to be in anyone's best interest? And it seems as if somebody says, no, that's not in anyone's best interest, not in mine and not in the interest of those around me, because I'll never be able to be authentic. Instead, I'm going to choose authenticity. And when I choose authenticity, it means I choose to love myself enough to give my love where I want it to be placed. I also have the courage to say, even though there might have been a lot of success, this could be like a great paycheck, or this could be a terrific, luxurious, you know, home that somebody lived in, but they didn't like the people they lived in the home with so much. And so they're choosing to not reconcile there, even though it might have been an easier path. Again, the big question was, easy doesn't always mean satisfying. Sometimes we get more satisfaction out of the most difficult things in life. The satisfaction of, you know, waking up every morning and knowing that you don't have to put on a mask before you leave your house because you got to play a role for everybody else. That there's an ending here where somebody's spirit is being set free. That's what I love about this 10 of Swords. Somebody is not having to hide anything about who they are. It feels very liberating. This is all about ending a phase of one's life where there was cloaked energy and hidden, lots of suppressed versions of oneself, and they don't have to suppress it anymore. There's no longer trying to fit in so that they can keep the peace or so that they can keep up appearances. This was, I feel like both of these cards, the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Cups in the reverse, this was all about having to plaster on a fake smile to act like everything's fine, when nothing was fine. Someone doesn't have to do that anymore. That's what they've liberated themselves from. They're really choosing the partnership that they want to be in, the career that they want to be in, making the love offer where their heart wants to give a love offer. I think it's a beautiful reading. Aquarians, this is either somebody who had been uncertain, who is now becoming very clear on what they want, who they want, and allowing themselves the freedom to choose what is true for them, which is to come in and give that love offer to you. The other storyline here certainly could be that this is all about you choosing those same things for your own self. And it could be about a job. It could be about a lifestyle. It could be about a romantic partner. Whatever this is, it's not a sacrifice. It is instead a reading that says somebody is choosing to allow themselves to be who they really are, to love who they want to love, to work in the industry that they want to work in, and to overcome whatever the oppressive force had been, whatever that oppressive force was. It may certainly have been a person. It could have been an ex. It could have been a partnership. It could have been a disapproving father figure that, placed ideas in someone's head about who they needed to be, how they needed to, behave as an adult. Someone is realizing, wait a second, this is my life. I think I will choose what suits me. So very, like I say, it's a liberating reading. It's all about choosing, because we check in with ourselves at some point and say, does this make me satisfied? If the answer is no, then what would make me satisfied? Should I choose that instead? Obviously, these are only stories. It is not your story. It is a story. So please don't make life decisions off of any reading that comes from my channel. I'm not a psychic. I'm not anyone who has any particular wisdom. I simply read the stories that I see in these cards. But if there is an uplifting message, beautiful. May you take that and elevate yourself today with some message that sounds uplifting. You guys, speaking of uplifting, last thing I want to mention is beginning on November 1st and running all the way through January 1st, I am going to do what I'm calling like 60 days of love. But essentially I'm giving something away every single day for those full 2 months. So the way I will do that, if you guys are watching the videos that I put out every day, I call them just my bonus general readings. I put one out every day. This is different than my today's topic readings. Those always come out at midnight, and I always give away one free reading each week to one of my subscribers. But on my general bonus readings that I put out in the daytime every day, I will be giving something away, and I'll show you guys what it is. So when you enter to win, you'll know what it is that you're trying to win, and it'll be different every day. So in any case, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so you can watch for that. And I'll make one more announcement on my channel as well before November 1st. So you guys be well. Thank you for being with me. I send you lots of love. Bye.